Hey guys, it's Woody Mark here, coming with a brand new FIFA video, and this is my road to 100 goals, where we try to get Loic Remy to 100 goals, and also try to get to Division 1, or do the best we can at the same time. But we sold Fabregas because honestly he wasn't doing anything for the side. So we placed him with Paulinho. I've used him in a lot of squad builders. I know he's a good player. So I thought, you know what, he's a reliable player. Let's go for it. And we also bought Oscar. I'm yet to try out Oscar, but he costs a bit, so he must be somewhat good. But I want to test him out. But we are up against a pretty good 4-3-3 side, using Thomas Muller up front on 6 chem, which is a bit iffy, and a bronze goalkeeper in goal. So I don't understand that unless the bronze keeper is like a shoot beast I don't know of. But this goal is ridiculous. Like, really, really good sprinting and control. Really nice fake shots at the same time. And yeah, just totally brilliant. I like a sweep forehand, so I'm a bit burpy. But we do get the lucky deflection. But if you can notice, like, I managed to run from a ridiculous amount, like almost close to my half, or maybe was in my half. So there's no way I should have been allowed to score that. Because if you think of it in real life football, what players do you see run from their own half and score? Not many. And corner goal, Danny Welbeck doing really well. If I do end up like making a new team, I'll keep him in my club because I plan to build a 4-3-3 side. However, like wingers and that in the Premier League can be difficult if you don't know the right ones. But Coleman into Diaby, and again, almost the same thing happened with the second goal. I actually do a nice bit of control there. I was a bit lucky to get the advantage back, I will admit that, and something I don't really do often. Like, I crossed this one in, free header for Remy, and that made it goal number 62, and more importantly, 3-0. So a very, very good result. Very good goal for Remy. But this is actually going live on the same day of the Saturday Premier League, so tell me what you think of the results. I'm currently watching the Newcastle Hull game. I'm focused on this, obviously, because it's professional, but I've got it in the background, all silent, so you guys can't hear it. But it's currently 2-0 to Newcastle. I wonder if that'll change, and tell me what you think of any results or anything like that. But adding players in so they get fitness, always doing the 1v1. If it was different, as in last year's fitness, I might have done more 2 in a row kind of thing, and the fitness would have stayed the same. However, apparently you can drop like 7 fitness in one game, and yeah, players get very tired towards the end if you don't rotate them, unfortunately. It's what you learn with FIFA. But Emenike on the ball, he doesn't particularly do a good ball, but all I can say is the pressing this guy did was sensational. It was his team, but at the same time, like, I just couldn't believe it, because I was like, okay, there had to be a guest, but there was no guest. So at the same time, I was like, how did he press so well? But unfortunately, that's how it ends, 1-0. I had a few opportunities, but I couldn't take them. Of course, he pressed me remarkably well. His team was pretty ridiculous in that sense. And why do people do this? Like, same guy did it beforehand with the Barcelona kit, but it was okay. And it's like, why would you agree to play with a similar kit? It makes 0 sense. But this guy's got an OP 4-on-2-on-2 side. He's playing Jarvis, who I haven't used yet. Maybe in the future I'll use him, but yeah, maybe because he's more of a midfielder rather than a winger. But here, the title of this video is probably going to be called Worst Starts, because I'm going to be straightforward with you. Like, I had a horrible, horrible minute or two, and I said that with a little bit of cough. Sweet still in my mouth. I tend to burp a lot when I have sweets, but unmarked, and way it goes, unfortunately. Not much I could have done. Doing a bit of skill moves, I kind of got to do that, but I tried to run with Remy a little bit. I tried to go inside because I thought he wouldn't see that coming, which it's not a bad thing to do, because I wasn't in a at all dangerous position. I get the ball back here. I try to give it, but it still fails, and Distan can be a little bit slow at times. But honestly, should Tim Howard be beaten there? I don't know. I don't think that goalkeeping was at all good. A bit like the Newcastle second goal. His positioning was a bit off in that goal. Make sure you watch it. It was a really long-range goal, but should never have gone in. But it's a bit of the same with that one. Even though Remy did hit it really hard. And there, okay, giving the ball away there was not good enough. Like, I mucked up the skill move completely. So, yeah, I'll put my hands up and say that was my fault. First goal was a bit iffy. Second goal was a bit unlucky and Distan not being good enough. And soon enough, it'll be the third goal. Yeah, I'm known to choke a lot. My point exactly. Now, the only thing I'll defend myself is the player made a movement which I didn't expect him to make. Therefore, because I expected Distan to kind of come back slightly, because I guess that's how it usually works. However, it sort of changed up slightly. So what ended up is he went forward and Sorry was like bam, and yeah, he scored the goal, which is what happens, I guess. But I'm a little bit salty about that start, because I feel like even though I could have done many more things, I've always said that in my things, you can always do things to improve. Great goal by Welbeck. However, based on my control, at times there was not a lot of things I could do. Yeah, especially with the cross goal. Maybe the second and third goal I could have done like one or two things. But again, cut or cross goal. And I'm noticing I am scoring a lot of cutbacks recently. I don't know if it's because I'm threading the ball better or something like that. But Paulinho on the ball, he shoots. And we get the luck, which I guess it's sort of even at the end of the day, so I'm not too salty. And again, Welbeck's still scoring the goals for us, scoring 2 goals actually. Even though they were probably the easiest goals you could score, Remy did all the work in 1 goal, and Paulinho did a lot of the work in the other, doing some really nice movement. And I believe he actually scored 3 shots. In 3 shots, so yeah. But again, I'm going to need to transfer some coins over, mainly for fitness, only for fitness cards, because as you guys should know, I started the series with fitness cards so I could just make sure Remy plays every single game, or else the series would take twice as long and it wouldn't fulfill its purpose. But really good 3-5-2 side, however 3-5-2 in this game does not work. It just doesn't, because especially here, like, good amount of space. Griezmann actually does the best play I played with him in this game, or in any FIFA, because, to be honest guys, I really do not like Griezmann on this game. I wouldn't advise him. However, some people really like him, so it kind of gets me debating, but I don't know, it's just something about him. I guess it's because he's a bit left-footed, he's not the fastest, his control's all good in that, but still. But, like I said, on the ball, into Menez. Menez is running down that line, and I do a nice chop in and finesse it into the corner. Really nice goal by Jeremy Menez, and like I said, in this game, left mids and right mids, you don't tend to notice as much. For me, it's always been that case, except, well, I guess I see them run at players more in other FIFAs. However, in this FIFA, it doesn't seem to work as well. But Menez, on the ball, I do an over-top through ball, actually. Like, it's something I don't do enough, because they can be really sneaky and get you out of tight situations. But Conco, on the ball, I literally just turn and start sprinting more towards his centre-back. And then I fake shot inside, and I get a bit lucky here. He should have tackled me. But at the same time, with the mechanics this year, I've been very unlucky, because he would have shot that a second earlier, which at times just annoys me a lot, because it's like he wouldn't have let the ball dangle a little bit more in previous FIFAs. Sorry about that. But Remy shoots and it gets blocked. But Mangala gives it back to Griezmann, and I get the ball a bit luckily, and I don't know how that's a free kick. Free kicks in this game are done really weirdly. Like, it's certain moments where, what did I actually do? It's almost like you clipped him and you didn't even notice, and you get given a free kick. But I'm looking at my options and it falls to Remy, and I'm like, okay, I finesse it into the corner and score, and he doesn't celebrate because he got injured, and yeah, GG to him. But that's going to be the end of the video now, so you have enjoyed it. Make sure you smack that like button, subscribe below, and do subscribe on some more. It's been Woody Mark and Mouth here. See you guys.